What's going on, my crew? This is Rusty, and welcome to another episode of Skyopolis 4. In today's episode, I did this for the thumbnail. Now we're definitely going to have to get the enchantment table to try and get fortune. But today, we are going to be working on blasting through a little bit of the quest book to specifically and hopefully get the Crusher. So, last episode when we left off, I told you guys that I would not be able to do a lot of off-camera work in between episodes, and that is true. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build at least one of these machine casings. If we look at this steel casing, which is one of the things that we need, basically, we've got 4 machine frames and the machine casing. The rest of it is fairly simple and easy. Then we're going to need to make one of these basic universal cables, which that's actually pretty easy. So, essentially, already, we've got all the materials we need. Okay, so for this guy, there's going to be a whole bunch of materials that we use. First of all, brass casing, which is just wood and brass. And then the electronic tube, which we made pretty early on in the pack. This thing can be made with a golden nugget or an iron nugget. I would choose whatever you have the most of, but then again, we don't really use much gold. And then this one's probably going to be the weirdest one. This is made by, I would say the easiest way to make it is by throwing rose quartz into eroding water. The way you make rose quartz is with a bunch of redstone dust. So we'll probably make 64 of that and go downstairs and throw it into the eroding water, and that way I know I have enough. Bloop. And perfect. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Alright, so now, I think the only thing holding us back, perhaps, is some cogwheels. We'll do that, and that should get us to where we need to go. Nope. What are we missing? Oh, crafting table. Let's get this thing crafted up. All the ones that we want. Alright, 21. We need a couple things. So create is actually a pretty amazing mod, to be honest. Really undersold it at the beginning, almost shut it down completely. That would have been a stupid idea. So basically, we're going to come up here and we are going to build a little gearbox thing. And we're going to put it here. So the way you make this guy up here is a little bit complicated. And this is one of the reasons why I wish I would have shown it on camera. So I'm going to use @create here, which just gives us all the stuff that's specifically in create. Alright, so basically what you need to make one of these is a windmill chassis. And then we're going to pop up here and I'm going to show you guys kind of how it's all put together here. So I believe that is a radial chassis. In this radial chassis, you basically put slime on each side, and then you build this out, like literally build it out, just the way you see it. And then if you go to the back where the windmill chassis is and right-click it, you end up with, it gives you basically the option and says, like, hey, do you want to activate this now? And then you do. And this thing gives a lot of torque power. So we might be able to build this thing right out here. That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So I'm not sure how many of these we'll need. But essentially, what we're going to do is we are going to not do that. Thank you. Anytime that you take a cogwheel, a big cogwheel, to a small cogwheel, you create, that's not what I wanted to do, you're able to create a faster rotation. So what we want is this. So that creates a faster rotation. Then we can put a wheel here, which is faster than that wheel, and repeat the process where we put the rotation, come on, there. Can you get out of my Let's Play? You are not the star of the show. Thank you. And then we'll do it again. cogwheel here. See that faster rotation? And then cogwheel up there. And then one more time, cogwheel here. And we get that faster rotation. So I don't know how many times you can do this before like you basically hit the limit. But now we can start to actually build our setup. And we might need to use our hammer. Nope. Looks like we'll be okay. Okay. See, we're overstressed. What we need to do is make these a bit longer. So we'll do that in a second. And see if that works. But 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now that we've got this basically done, what we need to do for this to work well is we need to get a wrench. So I already have one, this guy, but if you guys want to make one, that's how it's made. Gold plate, cogwheels, and a stick. Alright, got everything upgraded. And now we will shift, right click with an empty hand, not with dirt. Oh, just right click. My bad. Okay, so now we've got a bigger windmill. So hopefully that will make a difference and allow us to do what we need to do. If not, we will go up there and try and add some more. I'll get a little more aggressive. I noticed we were lacking on string, actually, and I wanted to show you guys something in a little bit. If this doesn't work, we'll see. Alright, let's see if this ends up stacking up correctly. No. Are we able to see? I think... Alright. Well, let's remove this. I guess we're going to have to go up there and add even more. So from what I'm reading here, it's not making sense with what's happening here. From what I'm reading from the Create Fandom website, it goes by like groups of, I don't know, so it goes by groups of 7-ish. The more, like, if you add 7 more blocks, it should increase the amount of, like, torque and stuff that you have. So we're going to have to create, like, a watermill or something, like, added onto this, or another windmill, to be able to get this thing to work correctly. And that's a little bit ridiculous. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to create some watermills, and we're going to put them here, I guess. And we will see how that affects things. Oh, guys, we are here. But we are not here, because what we need to do is we need to start pointing these in the direction that we need them to go. So we want all of these to be pointing in some level of direction downward. And this one needs to be pointing off, and this one needs to be pointing only downward. This one needs to be pointing to the left, this one's pointing to the right. That one pointing down. That one needs to be pointing to the left. Okay. So all of these need to direct down towards here. So, let me teach you the magic. Alright, so, as you guys can see, it is putting everything together. And hopefully, if we've done everything right, it will pop out what we need. Blong! Steel casings, baby. Beautiful. Let's take out our quest book. I don't think that... I don't see the steel casing on here. So either we're way ahead of schedule, which I doubt, because this is pretty wrapped up. Oh, no, we are ahead of schedule. Look at that. I think, though, that we need this Metallurgic Infuser. So, let's real quick take a look at the crusher. So the crusher here requires us to have these basic control circuits. These basic control circuits, yes, are made with the Metallurgic Infuser. Alright, Metallurgic Infuser gotten. So, we're going to kind of very haphazardly just assume what this thing does and where it gets set up and all of that stuff. And I'm going to put it right here. And bada bing, bada boom, we got it. Okay, so for the crusher, we are able to make the crusher if we can get this basic control. So we just need osmium and redstone dust, apparently. So we got plenty of osmium. We should anyways. If we take our remote and osmium, and then apparently we need a redstone block, which we've got plenty of. So let's throw these two together very haphazardly. No, not that. This one. Apparently it can dump. And nice. Oh. Very cool. So this thing has like a bunch of stuff that it can do. We already got one basic control circuit. There's our second one. Alright, so let's then finish off by getting the crusher. Our thing that we wanted from the beginning. And we have a problem. We need some more lava bucket. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now we're just waiting on this. Yes, I'm going to be doing a base upgrade off camera. Gonna try and just do base upgrades off camera, and then getting the materials for everything that we need on camera with you guys. My keyboard is literally not working right now. It's really making me mad. I can't move. This is exactly what I like. Crusher. Make. Got it. Beautiful. Alright. In our hodgepodge machines, what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy all the way up here for no reason at all whatsoever. Alright, so we are all set with the crusher now. So I will show you guys very carefully the reason why we got it was for coal dust. Now, we happen to have a lot of coal dust right now. So we're going to throw this guy in, and as you guys can see, this is crushing it. Our pulverizer cannot take the coal dust, no matter what we do. So just another machine that we can utilize to get this coal dust, which we need to continue to make bitumen. And the bitumen can actually be used to make coal coke. So that's going to be our next machine that we do, probably next episode. So if we look at bitumen and the uses for it, if we put it into a pyrolyzer, it gives a little bit of heavy oil, and it becomes coal coke and tar. That is going to do it for today's episode, you guys. Running a bit long here now, but super excited for what's coming. And yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time off camera, like I said, doing some upgrades to the base and stuff, and trying not to go too technical. But I want to take some time to learn stuff as well. And I will try to basically take the time to, off camera, get the stuff that we need to do these things. Even some of these smaller things, we'll try and make some episodes and figure out together what they're for. Probably a lot easier than me doing what I'm doing now. So eventually we will crack through all these diamonds. That's going to be when we get the enchanter here, which probably is the exact same. Oh, no, we do need an induction smelter. Look at that. But yeah, we'll get Fortune 3 and do that. It'll be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on it for me. It helps a lot. And if you guys really enjoyed, consider hitting that subscribe button. But until next time, happy mining and crafting.